You know, it's times like this that I'm brought back to the stories that I heard when I was a child. The stories of these amazing knights with their shining armor running into battle with nothing but their sword and their horse to face the dragon. And of course, their long, flowing, and luxurious hair. But I'm just as amazed now as I was a toddler hearing it for the very first time, just reading about the strength and the courage of these glorious heroes, ones that I never really saw myself becoming outside of the pretend land that was my bedroom. But you see, in the book of Ephesians, we see the Apostle Paul explaining something that doesn't seem too far off from those fairy tales. You see, he tells us that we're called to don the armor of God, and that with it by our side, we're able to stand against the schemes of the devil. But there's something that we're missing here. You see, when Paul was explaining this, what he was seeing wasn't King Arthur or any of these other fairy tale characters. No, he wasn't even seeing an English knight on top of a horse at all. No, what he was seeing was something much different. What he was seeing was a Roman soldier. Now, what made Rome so terrifying wasn't the individual soldier, even though they were very terrifying. It was that they knew that every single one of those individual soldiers had the weight of the entire empire behind every single step that they took. See, as a Roman soldier, if you fell in battle, you knew that you had somebody on your left, your right, and behind you, watching over you and protecting you until you were able to get back up on your feet and start fighting again. And it's this cohesion that made Rome unstoppable when they decided to march. It can be so easy to believe that our job as Christians is to run into darkness alone with nothing but a Bible and the Spirit by our side, and that if we're not successful, we must just not have had enough faith. But let me reassure you, that couldn't be more wrong. See, our job as the followers of the way of Jesus isn't to run headlong into danger. That's how we get trampled. It's to take a step up, standing with your brothers and sisters in Christ as we tackle this thing called life together. Now, I know things now might seem darker than they ever have before, and that you may feel like you're more alone than you have in your entire life. But let me encourage you, you're not alone. All of us are going through this together. There are billions of us around the world experiencing this as one. See, your job as a member of the kingdom isn't to run headlong into danger. It's to take a step back, standing with your brothers and sisters in Christ with your weapon drawn. Not a weapon to make violence or war or anything like that, but a weapon that brings peace. And march together as one, watching over each other every single step of the way.